Now, Pakistan has released a statement on the Chess Olympiad. Unsurprisingly, they continue to provoke. This time, over the torch that was being used to symbolize the Chess Olympiad. They travelled across the world and finally reached here in Tamil Nadu yesterday. Now, this particular torch was taken via Srinagar, and Pakistan, believe it or not, actually is trying to claim that that is a provocation. They're actually claiming that it's illegal to do that, despite Srinagar very clearly being Indian territory. Pakistan, of course, has their own intent at hand. They've even announced now that they're boycotting the Chess Olympiad. So their contingent is not going to be here in Chennai today or tomorrow. Gaurav Sawant is joining us with more details on this. Gaurav, are we really surprised? Over every international event, Pakistan tries to go ahead and provoke, push their own agenda.
So a very desperate Pakistan backing out of the Chess Olympiad and trying to rake up the Kashmir issue. But, you're absolutely right. Not surprised by Pakistan's very cussed attitude, given the fact that the amount of effort that India has put in and the kind of response India has drawn. For the benefit of our viewers, this event has attracted more than 343 teams in the open and women's section. And these 343 plus teams are from 187 countries from across the world. So that is the response India is getting, and Grandmaster India is getting. The best chess players from across the world are coming for this, and one little country in our neighborhood that anyway perhaps doesn't even have enough money to send teams for this is trying to use the excuse of Kashmir, claiming that because the torch passed through Jammu and Kashmir, which of course even the Indian Parliament has said is an integral part of India, they do not want to send their team. So, Pakistan, which is virtually on the verge of bankruptcy, Akshita, is trying to be, like there is this one relative in every marriage who's sulking. Well, Pakistan is that relative constantly sulking and not wanting to join the festivities in Chennai.
That's the perfect analogy to really describe what Pakistan is doing, because the whole world right now is talking about the Chess Olympiad, Gaurav. And it's not the first time that Pakistan has played this kind of a card. Not just boycotting, but talking about Jammu and Kashmir, trying to provoke on that line with India.
You're absolutely right. Not the first time. And also because Pakistan realizes how India's might, and you know that much better than I, how India's might is growing, how India's grandmasters are doing so well, including youngsters making a great mark globally. And Pakistan realizes how it's failing, and how it's failing virtually everywhere, from hockey to cricket, to their economy, to their society, to the fissures that we see within Pakistan in every field. So perhaps just to shift focus away from everything that's going wrong in Pakistan, their leadership tries to rake up Kashmir once again. But perhaps even their population has now wisened up to this and are questioning not just their civilian leadership, but also perhaps for the first time and so vociferously, Pakistan's army that continues to rake up the Kashmir card just to remain relevant in Pakistan, Akshita.